It's the Morgan Evans More or Less Pickleball podcast coming at you in 3, 2, 1, boom. My guests today are two of the top players in the world, recently winning the national championships. I am, of course, talking about the mother-daughter duo that has taken the pickleball world by storm, Lee and Annalie Waters. We're going to talk about everything from homemade pizza dough recipes, their style of take-no-prisoner pickleball, and we'll have a few laughs along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee and Annalie Waters, welcome.
Woo!
That was a collective woo. Well done. It's an exciting time, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. It is a very strange time, actually. Interesting. I mean, who would have ever thought that we would be quarantined in our house for over 2 months? But here we are.
What are you doing to kind of pass the time at the moment?
Well, I'm running, playing soccer in the yard. I'm playing Fortnite, and I'm doing TikToks, and I'm baking.
Ooh, you're baking. I'm baking as well. I think everybody's starting to fall in love with baking. What are you baking, Annalie?
Well, this week I'm going to make a cake. I've made brownies, cookies, stuff like that. I don't know.
We've been making our own pizza dough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that.
Ooh, awesome.
Yes.
Now, are you using like dry instant yeast?
Yeah, but there's like a shortage of it.
Yeah.
So like we've had to buy it in bulk so that we have it because like none of our grocery stores have it right now.
Yeah.
So
there's a little trick you can, if you go to a bakery and you ask them very nicely, they might sell you fresh yeast. It's like cake yeast.
Oh.
I was surviving with that for a little while, but I did the same thing, and I bought like 2 pounds of instant dry active yeast. So I've got way too much.
Did you refrigerate it?
I know, right?
Well, yeah.
Do you keep it refrigerated?
The dry active stuff, yes. Well, I think as soon as you open the thing,
you're supposed to put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we failed to do that the first time.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too.
A little learning curve.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I tried to make a sourdough starter, and I've tried twice now. One of them looks like it might survive, but I killed the first one pretty quickly, and it wasn't great. I needed to use distilled water. Who knew you needed to use distilled water?
Oh,
a filtered water to make the yeast kind of activate. And warm water. I was using cold water. I basically got everything wrong, and it did not survive.
Yeah, with the pizza dough, it has to be between like 110 and 115 degrees or something, which is not easy.
It's so finicky. Now, are you leaving the dough in the fridge overnight and letting it kind of have a second rise in the fridge?
No, we're not that patient.
No,
we make it. We make it, and then it says to let it rise for an hour.
And we put it in the warming drawer.
Yeah, we put it in a dark place in the warming drawer. We don't turn on the warming drawer, but that's where we put it. And then it takes an hour, and then we make our pizzas.
No,
Ladies, you can't rush this thing.
I know.
You know, I've been letting him go for about 3 days in the fridge, and the yeast really comes alive. It makes a big difference.
Oh, but then you have to plan. See, we're not planners. Where we want pizza and we want it now kind of people.
Well, okay, so you just make a big batch and you cut it into 8 or 6 at least balls, and you put it in Tupperware containers, and then you've got plenty of good dough to use in the following week.
That's true, but we make 4 pizzas at a time, so we're already making a lot of dough that needs to be used up immediately.
Fair enough. Now, are you making your own sauce? That's important.
No, that we are not.
I know. Come on.
But we are making our own cheese.
Okay. Seriously?
We are
and
not.
we're growing our own mushrooms in the backyard.
Okay, I see.
Oh, Annalie.
I'd be very impressed if you're making your own cheese.
I know.
I want to meet the cow.
The cows. I know, exactly. Oh, A1 steak sauce. You are just so silly.
Classic steak sauce. For the listeners out there who don't know that A1 steak sauce is one of Annalie's many nicknames, that's what it is.
Yes.
I do hope you're not using it on the pizza.
No. Of course not.
That would be interesting though, like chicken and.
I was thinking about putting Korean beef on there.
That would be good.
I've never had Korean beef.
Once you start making bulgogi, and then it kind of takes up your entire life. It's the hard part is slicing it really, really thin. I've been using a food processor, and I've been processing anything I can find. I even named the processor C. Arthur Choppington. It's kind of a big deal.
I was hoping it was going to be like Bob or something.
No.
C.
I was
Choppington.
C. Arthur Choppington. I was kind of
like that.
Drawn between that and Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah,
but that's more like a mixer. That's more like your KitchenAid mixer than your food processor.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, I've used one of those to knead the dough yesterday after realizing that I didn't want to spend.
Yes, that's what we use too.
Good. 20 minutes by hand is tough, but.
Although these days we have the time.
Yeah, it's true. We got nothing but time. And,
nothing but time.
You're only judged by your waistline.
I'm actually on a very tight Fortnite schedule.
But you guys aren't as locked down as we are you? Or are you?
Yeah. Well, actually, they just opened up last week, I think last Wednesday, pickleball, tennis, and golf. So, everything else is still closed, but it's...
So are you back to teaching? Okay.
Yeah. It's very strange, honestly. I feel like it was way too soon. And I guess they'll just keep looking at the numbers, and if we're in trouble, then we'll go back to full lockdown. But I've been playing golf and teaching pickleball way too much, and making pizza. Do you have to take precautions with the teaching? Do you have to wear gloves and all that stuff? Well, we've got to wear masks and sanitize the balls and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So it's a little tricky, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Just
to feel a little bit of normality.
Right.
Normality or normalcy?
Normality.
I wouldn't know.
There's rumors of the golf courses opening in the next week or so, but we haven't heard anything about pickleball. What they've done in some of the northern counties in Florida is they've opened up the pickleball and the tennis courts, but you're only allowed to play singles.
Oh, right.
So in other words, which would be fine for me and Anna Lee, because the majority of time that we play, it's just her and I anyway. But we wouldn't be able to get 4 people on the court. So I have a feeling that's kind of what they'll probably do down here too.
Once they open everything
back up, yeah.
I think there's probably a loophole whereby if you've got 2 courts next to each other, you could spread 4 people out and then kind of join the nets together, and it'll be a very wide,
there you go.
Wide version of
an
pickleball.
Extra large.
Yeah.
Extra large pickleball.
Exactly. Yeah. Pickleball XL. I think that could be the thing.
I was playing Fortnite with somebody, and they said they should have a coronavirus game where if you got within 6 feet of the person, you automatically die.
Oh, snap. Okay, let's just hold it there for a moment for a quick word from our sponsor.
Practice makes perfect, right? My name is Morgan Evans, and I have to tell you that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes progress. That's why we've created Coach Me Pickleball. At Coach Me Pickleball, you'll find an extensive and growing library of lessons on topics covering every aspect of pickleball for every level of player. For one small monthly fee, you'll get access to every video in our library, with new content added every month. Check out CoachMePickleball.com to sign up for a free 7-day membership.
Let's get back to the waters and see what's cooking. Okay, now we've obviously talked about a lot of stuff. However, we should probably get into something pickleball related. What do you think?
Sounds good. What you got for us?
All right. Life after Nationals. You guys won the Nationals. I don't know if you remember that. It was a while ago, and life has changed a lot. But That was kind of a big deal, don't you think?
That was
like huge.
That week was one of my favorite weeks, maybe my favorite week like in pickleball ever. It was just like the stars aligned that week and everything came together. We played really well from start to finish, which doesn't always happen in a tournament.
Yeah, that's tough.
I know. Somehow we went through that whole tournament undefeated. I think we had the matches against Catherine and Jesse both went 3 games.
And we always lost the first.
We always lost the first game, but it was just a fabulous experience and nobody can ever take that away from us, which is pretty cool.
Once a champion, always a champion.
We just hope we get to defend our title, but we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, it's probably even money at the moment on whether or not something, a big tournament like the Nationals will actually be able to run.
Or any tournament at all. I'm going to be surprised, really. I mean, they've canceled.
TOC's the first major coming up.
That's in August.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's I'd be surprised if that runs. But,
yeah, I would too. I just don't know how they can do it.
I mean, you two seem like you're pretty switched on. Any chance you two could create a vaccine for us?
Maybe Anna Lee.
Okay,
I did just graduate halfway through 8th grade, so...
She did just graduate semester 1 of 8th grade. And that's almost equivalent to sleeping at a Holiday Inn Express, so...
Oh my God.
Have you not ever seen those commercials?
No.
Where
I
like
have
the
not.
guy... What? The guy's like doing surgery and they say something like, doctor, do you know how to do this procedure? And he says, well, I did sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. You have not seen these commercials?
I have to.
Okay.
I guess I have to find this commercial. It sounds adorable.
You'll have to find those. Here, I thought I was being all funny, and nobody even gets my joke.
I know. Look, you got to know your audience. This might be a Florida kind of thing.
There you go. Oh my gosh! But yeah, I mean, we've only actually played a few tournaments since Nationals. And of course, there's a new team on the horizon. So that's been a new challenge for us for sure. And
there's no other team. You're basically all alone. What are you talking about? Are you referring to Simone and Lucy?
Yes. So we played them twice or 3 times. And we're getting closer with each.
You played them more. You played them one more time.
Because I played them with Catherine.
Simone and Lucy, the wrecking balls that have embodied Simone and Lucy. I don't know, for my money, it's only going to be a matter of time before you two are, really struggling to find competition, maybe enter some of the guys' tournaments. It's a very progressive world we're living in.
That would be fun. Hey, we would have no pressure in the men's draw.
Yeah.
Draw like
Irina played in a men's singles tournament. I think it was at Bobby Riggs.
Oh, really?
A couple of years ago. Yeah. It was very funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we loved it. It was great. She did pretty well too.
I would imagine she's tough with singles, man.
Yeah. Anna Lee, who's the best player you've beaten in singles?
Simone.
Yeah, but you beat
in a tournament.
I beat her in a tournament.
Yeah, because she defaulted in the middle of the match.
I was 5-0 though. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I beat Caitlin Christian at Nationals.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I watched that. I was trying to coach against you, unfortunately, and the best I could come up with is, you're not going to lose to a 12-year-old, are you? And she was like, I don't know. It looks like I might lose to a 12-year-old. Well, don't lose to a 12-year-old. Jeez, what are we doing? And she went
Michelle
on.
was also.
Oh yeah.
Another one.
Michelle's great. Her singles game has come along so much. It's amazing.
She hits with so much power.
I know.
Anna Lee beat her at TOC, but then lost to her at Nationals in the back draw. And it was like, I don't know, 15-12 or something like that. But Michelle just consistently is able to hit the corners with serious pace.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
She beat Caitlin Christian pretty easily in, I think it was at Nationals.
Yeah, it was
not,
a round or two after Anna Lee. Yeah, she's playing singles really well.
Yeah, I think as soon as she started really taking her conditioning seriously, it changed everything. She looks great and moving so well around the court. But Annalie, at the end of the day, you're still 13, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think you've got a little bit of time to grow into the singles game. So don't beat yourself up. You'll be fine.
Singles is rough. I'm glad she plays it because not for me.
So Annalie, do other kids realize you're a professional athlete? How do they treat you?
Well, on a lot of my stuff, I'll put like Annalie Pickleball Pro or something on it, and they always like they'll like make fun of it for a little bit, and then once they see me play, they're like, okay, I'll give you some credit now.
Oh, so that's nice.
So they don't think you're legit.
Yeah, they don't think I'm like. They're like, why do you put that? And I'm like, well. But one of them has played before, and she thought it was really fun. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, all you have to do is get all your other friends to play, and then they'll realize you're like the new golden goddess of pickleball.
Well, and then stuff like seeing her on the cover of Pickleball magazine.
Oh, and I had one friend who saw me on TV while she was watching TV on the news, and I like popped up.
Yeah,
that was cool.
And then getting when they find out that she has sponsorships and like some of them watch nationals, the live streaming of nationals, and once they see it, they're like, oh wait, this is legit. This isn't like just some sort of made up sport.
When I first heard of pickleball, I thought it was where you hit like a pickle over the net, and then I like played and I was like, no, this is not it.
So it's just, I think once they realize kind of the things that she's getting to do, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, like some of your friends now are, whoa, Mom, like their parents will come to me and say, so-and-so just came up and said, Mom, Annalie's a celebrity. Annalie's a professional athlete. And so
nice.
It is kind of funny.
Do you think that's going to inspire at least Florida children, but hopefully around the country, to take the sport more seriously and really think about getting into pickleball as opposed to the more sort of common sports?
I think so, because I feel like once they see it for the first time, they're going to want to play. And once they play, then they're going to really want to keep playing. So, I mean, if just like getting the first, the hardest is going to be getting the first couple kids to play. Then once they do and they tell all their friends about it, then I feel like it's just going to blow up.
Yeah, that's great. I think it's going to be wildfire. You two should go have a road show and just go around the country, stopping and do like a Lee and Annalie challenge. Any two people can come and challenge you. If they lose, I don't know, a couple of $100. Do some live streaming. Take all challenges.
Well, we've talked about doing stuff like that. I mean, we've talked about trying to find like a big company. We haven't approached anyone, but I know like Walmart is really into pickleball. Like they have at their corporate headquarters, they built courts for their employees and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But like if you could get a company like that to back you, and kind of that we could do something like that, like where you stop at schools all over or YMCAs or parks or whatever it is, because kids seeing other kids play, especially at that level, is what's going to make them want to get on the court. And we did some summer camps this past summer with kids. First we did a demo with me and the pros there, and the kids were like, whatever. Annalie gets on the court, and all of a sudden you could hear a pin drop and their eyes are all on her. And as soon as it was over, all they wanted to do was play pickleball. They had a choice, play pickleball or go to the swimming pool. They all wanted to play pickleball. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's all about kids relating to kids. And I mean, there's nobody better than Annalie to be the face of that, because she's shown that you can be 12 and win nationals at the professional level if that's what you want to do, Yeah,
if you work hard enough. So you two drill a lot, don't you? I mean, obviously right now we're in a holding pattern.
Yeah.
But I do remember talking to you about this not too long ago, and the kind of hours you spend on court together, working hard. What kind of numbers are we talking here?
Well, It's harder for Annalie, obviously, because of her other sports. But what we try to do is go out. I try to get her out at least 3 days a week, which should be more, I know, but it's really hard with the soccer, and we still do some tennis.
Yeah.
So we go out and we usually spend about 2 hours, but it's like it's a hard 2 hours. I mean, we're dead by the end of it. And it's just a mixture of working on specific shots, working on consistency, and then at the end we play a variety of different skinny singles.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's really good for Annalie, and I'm good enough at singles to play with her, but not good enough to beat her. Well, I beat her like on a rare occasion, but she's just way too fast.
She's pretty quick.
I can't keep up.
It's an unfair advantage of being so young, I'd say. It's not really fair. You should give your mum a 5 or 6 point.
I think we're going to start doing that.
Thanks, Morgan.
Who wins when you play skinny singles?
Usually Mom. Mom usually wins.
That's good. We should stop after that.
I know how to press her buttons in skinny singles. She gets so irritated because like she'll hit a great shot, but it'll be on the other side of the court and she'll be like, I hate it. It's in, but it's out. It's in, but it's out. She's very frustrated by the game of skinny singles.
Go out by like an inch, but it's in, but it's out.
So skinny singles usually goes my way, but full court singles goes hers. So it's an even trade-off. We all go home happy.
That's good. Okay. Well, it looks like you found a good compromise there.
Yes, for sure.
I think it's time for a little pickleball trivia. Welcome to Pickleball Trivia. I've got a couple of contestants on the line ready to go head to head. First of all, contestant number 1 is Sue Wong from Redlands. Sue Wong, how are you, sweetie?
I'm doing good. I'm surviving in style.
Excellent. Happy to hear it. Your opponent today is none other than Fernando from Long Beach. How are you, Fernando?
I'm doing fantastic. Great to be here.
Good man. So your Facebook thing says Fernando Fit Pro. I imagine you're a fitness professional?
Yes, I am. I have my own business, and that is the brand, Fernando Fit Pro.
Oh, brilliant. Good stuff. Well, hopefully the business survives this little pandemic thing that seems to be floating around.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so contestant number 1 will be Sue, and she's going to have the serve to start with. I will ask you a pickleball-related question. If you get it right, you keep the serve and continue to score points. If you don't, or you pass, then Fernando will have a chance at that question. If he gets it, he gets the point and the serve, just like pickleball. First player to get to 5 points wins the game and bragging rights, and likely an incredible Selkirk gift voucher.
Awesome. For $2,000, I love it.
I'd say millions, probably millions.
Woohoo! All right.
Okay, well, we're going to start off slow. We're going to ease you into it. Sue, are you ready?
I am ready.
Pickleball Central is located in which major city?
Oh, man. I was just talking to someone about that. This is terrible. I know it's in Washington. No, I don't know if Bellevue sounds right.
I got it.
Well, you don't get it just yet, Fernando.
Okay, no, I'm waiting patiently. No pressure, Sue.
I haven't been there, so I know I need to go there. Oh, don't I get the state right?
Yeah, you don't get points for that. It's a city.
Okay.
You want to take a stab at it, or are you just passing it over to Fernando Fitpro?
She can pass it over. Just pass it over. You can take the next one.
I know, this is terrible. Okay, I'll pass. I'll just say Bellevue. I don't know why that came to mind, but I know it's below Seattle.
All right. This is going to be a tricky one now. Fernando, any thoughts?
Yes, Pickleball Central is located in Seattle.
It is Seattle, yes. So you kind of almost got it at the end, yeah. Fernando gets the point and the serve. Well played.
Oh.
Awesome. Woohoo.
Nicely done.
That's probably the only point I'm going to get, Sue, so no worries.
Okay.
All right. So, Fernando, are you ready?
I'm ready.
For a serve to be legal, it must abide by 3 main contact rules. What are they?
So it has to be under the hips, it has to be in front, and underhand.
Ooh, I wish I could give you, half a point there. Unfortunately, that is incorrect, which means Sue gets a chance to answer this one. Sue, talk to me.
You have to hit with an upward motion. The paddle head can't be above the wrist, and you need to make contact below the waist.
That's it. That's the trifecta.
I got one.
Very impressive. That's 1 point.
Perfect. Okay, that's good.
Good job. Good job.
Yes.
Okay, so Sue, you have the serve, and
Okay.
we'll have a chance to answer this one. What are the dimensions in feet of the service box?
The service box, I believe, is 10 by 15.
That is correct. All right. Sue, cooking with gas.
I've had to
Well
chalk
done.
many lines, so I know.
All right. So next question for you. You've got a 2-1 lead already. What year was pickleball invented?
What year was pickleball invented? 1965?
1965.
That's correct.
Very good. Okay. Well, I mean, I should have more faith, but that's impressive.
That's a Fernando question.
Well, because I read, I think we're celebrating the 55th anniversary of pickleball.
Yes, no, that's right. That's right. Of the 3 men said to have invented the game of pickleball, one of them was a congressman. Who was it?
Joel Pritchard.
4-1. Jeez, this is kind of running away here.
Those are easy questions. Those are supposed to be beginners questions.
I'll take them.
Well, okay, in fairness, I've done this show probably 8, maybe 10 times, and these are questions that a lot of people get wrong. So I'm just saying, we're looking at a couple of elite, quiz athletes.
Very good.
Sue, are you ready? This is for the win, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Here we go.
Okay. The first 3 countries to belong to the IFP are...
First 3 countries.
Oh, I know this one too.
All right, Fernando.
We'll go with the United States, Australia, and we'll go with the UK.
Unfortunately, yeah, you got one right. I won't tell you which one, but it means Fernando gets a chance here. He apparently he knows the answer.
Yes, finally.
He's
Ooh,
biting
yeah.
at the chomps.
I think so. Yeah. You took all my good questions there. Those are the ones I was wanting, but that's all good.
All right, Fernando, you get a chance. What is it, bud?
So it is the U.S., Canada, and India.
Well done. Okay,
Wow.
good job. You are cooking with gas.
Yeah, I got to fight for my life here.
Yeah, you're up against the wall here.
I know.
You are
Yeah.
you're down 4-2, but there's hope.
There's hope.
All right, your next question. Who took the silver medal in the 2019 Women's National Pro Doubles?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know this one.
I was really hopeful. I felt like you had it. You were on such a run there. 1 is a run.
Yeah. No, I don't know any of the players.
Well, it might not be lost yet, unless Sue can get it. You'll have another chance. Sue, the silver medal in the Nationals, Women's Pro. Who won?
In 2019,
2019, yes. Who took the silver?
Jesse Irvine and Catherine Parento.
That is correct. That is the win. 5 points to 2. Congratulations, Sue Wong.
Yay!
Good job, Sue.
Very impressive.
Thanks, Fernando.
Yeah, no problem.
Fernando, you put up a good fight for a man who's only been playing for a couple of months. That was very impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed.
We're going to have to get you back on the show.
Yep, I'm still learning. So I didn't. Obviously, I know how to serve, but I didn't know that there was a special.
Yeah, there's a couple
rules
of rules
for that. But yeah.
We're all still learning. It's a tricky game.
It's ever changing, Fernando.
Exactly. Sue is one of the USAPA referees, so she's good with all that stuff. Probably an unfair
so
question.
I had a slight edge on you, Fernando.
Okay. All good. It's all good.
But my advice is be sure to know the rules.
No, absolutely.
I'm sure Fernando can probably beat us both in a push-up contest. Not.
Definitely.
Well,
I saw his Instagram
I'm
workout videos.
looking forward to playing with you guys in the near future.
Well, Riverside County has opened up pickleball, tennis, and golf, so we're back on the courts. It's a good time.
Yeah, I think Palm Desert also opened a few parks, and I'll probably be there next month up there.
Brilliant.
With some friends.
Cool.
Hit me up, and I'll be here.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been another episode of Pickleball Trivia. Good job, guys. We'll see you soon on the courts. Wow, that's fantastic work from our contestants today. Let's head back to the waters and wrap it up. Now, given that it might be some time before a team sport such as soccer can be played, at any competitive level, does pickleball kind of win by default now? What do you think?
If there's no soccer, yes, it's pickleball.
But we can't really do that either.
Yeah, I can't really do either one right now, so it looks like Fortnite and TikTok are going to win by default.
Fortnite.
At least TikTok.
So you're really focusing on your video games.
At least TikTok, you're getting exercise. I mean, you're
Fortnite. I am building thumb and finger strength.
Oh, grip strength.
Grip strength.
Oh, I have successfully avoided Fortnite for I don't know, how long has it been around? A couple of years now, it seems. It's never going to end.
Yeah, she literally never played video games. We bought the PlayStation, whatever, in January. She played it when we first got it, never played it again. But now I'm so honestly thankful that we have it, because it's really a good way for her to socialize with her friends, because there's ways that you can play together. And so she gets on at night with like her friends, and they're like, they can talk through the program and everything. And so they have like Fortnite parties, and so it's been a good.
Just so I'm clear, though, they are running around killing each other, right?
I know.
No, we're not killing each other. We're killing others.
It is very strange when you hear like, "Oh, I just got shot," or "I'm dead," or or "There's a sniper."
Yeah, you heard that
There's a sniper. So that at least she has that, because, like you said, I mean, we won't be having soccer probably for a while.
That's a shame.
Although interestingly enough, I guess North Carolina they're like slowly reopening, and she was talking to her cousins who play soccer, and they're allowed to start back they've started back practicing.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Right?
Well, like just a couple of kids and their coach, or like
small groups.
Yeah, small groups.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's going to be a weird year.
There's some light at the end of the tunnel, though.
Maybe.
Hopefully. So I wanted to ask, to a large extent, the style that you two play is quite different from other teams. Can you kind of talk a little bit about, what it is that you think is different about you two and your style versus most of your opposition, and why it's so effective?
You want to start, Annalie?
Sure, I'll start. I'll start with one of the most obvious things is playing off the line, I guess. So, and the reason that we do that is for like more time, and it's easier to go up to the line than it is to back off the line. So I feel like if there is like a dink or a short ball that we have to get to, we can get it in like 1 or 2 steps. But whereas if someone was like, we're hitting hard and we're on the line, it's just like right there, and you have to have quick like. But if you stand like a foot back, you can take these bigger swings and you can hit it harder.
It does appear.
Yeah. Well, Annalie plays. Well, she used to. I don't know anymore.
I think I still do.
Which Annalie plays even further back than I do.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, more and more teams are starting to do it. But we were kind of the first to step back and allow the ball to bounce in the kitchen, and then wait for it to rise and try to be offensive off that. Kind of like mini little ground strokes, two-handed backhand off the bounce, trying to be more aggressive with a forehand off the bounce. And if you're standing on the line, it's harder to do that. Whereas if you back off, then the ball can bounce and kind of get up to that peak where you can be more offensive. I think the biggest thing is being able to identify off the bounce whether that is actually a ball you can be offensive on. And so that where it gets a little bit tricky, because sometimes you might allow the ball to bounce and it's just not there. And then you do have to kind of reset. And now you are off the line. At least when I watch our matches, there's a lot of in and out, in and out, in and out. Moving up and then moving back, and then moving up and then moving back. Our whole goal from day one has been to be the first to be offensive. And that's how we play. And I don't see that ever changing. And we've been successful at it.
Yeah, you can't really change your nature.
No.
You two are aggressive by nature. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, there you go.
I do study, the game in a lot of ways. And I wrote an article recently about your style and whatnot. It's called Deeper Waters, actually.
That's so cool. Ooh, I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, or it might end up on in Pickleball magazine. But I kind of likened you to and the style you played to Rafa Nadal, in that when you watch Rafa play, he stands so far back from the baseline, and he's prepared to do the extra running, knowing that he's giving up some angles, but to create some angles, he's kind of forcing his opponents to move more by virtue of him being further back, allowing a ball to get wider, typically, and then using that angle against his opponents. It seems like you two have done that in pickleball. And what you said about kind of letting a ball get up to apex is perfect. But it wouldn't work if you two weren't fast enough to be able to get back behind a ball, let it get to that apex, and then push off that back leg in while you're kind of hitting your attack, to then move your bodies into a position to deal with the counter attack. I think a lot of people might try what you're doing and fail because they might not be incorporating the necessary recovery movement with the actual stroke, which is kind of the key to what it looks like your success is being able to attack, knowing that, hey, everyone coming up against it might very well get this ball back. I've got to be ready for the counter attack and move yourself into a position to handle that counter.
True, very true. And that's very also when we stand back too, because we take a lot of swinging volleys. So like you said, we're standing back, we let the ball bounce, we hit it, but now we have the room before we get to the kitchen line that we can still move all of our momentum forward by taking that big step. So like the 1-2 punch. So like the one being the mini ground stroke being offensive, the second being the punch. And we're able to kind of get all that momentum forward because we have that room. Whereas if we were right on the line, we couldn't do that because we'd be in the kitchen with that big swing forward. So, so it is, sure. So it is kind of, there's a lot of like timing, footwork, and anticipation that goes into how we play. And that's where I think that the tennis really helped both of us, because it's just so similar in those aspects that it, I don't know, transferred over and gave us sort of that head start.
Yeah, well, keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully no one will listen to this and think, I should probably just do that.
That's okay. We like when people play like that. So.
Good. Try and beat you at your own game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Okay, now you two are very competitive. I like that about you. So we're going to play a little game. As you know, I've asked you to prepare some questions about each other, and we're going to see who knows more about their daughter or mother. Are you ready?
I've only known you for 13 years.
I know. I think she knows more about me than I know about her.
Well, we're going to find out.
All right, let's do this.
Are you keeping score, Morgan?
Of course I'm keeping score. Of course, don't you worry. This is Mother v Daughter, round 1. All right, this question is for you, Annalie.
Oh.
Are you ready? You're definitely ready. Okay. What famous person did your mum play in junior tennis?
Anna Kournikova.
Oh! That took her like -3 seconds to answer.
Well, I remember you talking about it like all the time. So
darn it.
Easy,
so. Darn it.
Okay, well that is That is 1 point for Annalie. Congratulations. So, Lee, you are you're up next.
Okay.
Okay. What is Annalie's Fortnite name?
Is it A1 steak sauce? Oh!
I tried to do A1 steak sauce.
Oh.
A1 steak sauce is already been taken.
So what is your name?
Rip that ball.
Rip that ball.
Rip that ball. Okay. Annalie, you are still in the lead. Congratulations. All right, you ready for your next question?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What award did your mum win in her senior year in college?
Best athlete with the best grades, was it?
Sort of.
I don't know.
It's 50% right.
It's 50% right?
It was
Best female
best
athlete.
female athlete.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations for that, but unfortunately we can't. We can give you half a point there, Annalie. Half a point.
Yeah, you get half a point. That's pretty good. I need a whole point.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get get it together here. All right, Lee. What is Annalie's favorite rapper?
Oh, jeez.
I have a couple, so if you get one of them right, I'll let you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the only rapper I know because you talked about this rapper. I'm gonna go with Travis Scott.
Okay, it's Travis Scott and Lil Uzi. Those are my two.
Little Uzi? Who? I've never even heard of that person.
Little Uzi?
Well, I get a point for that.
Little Uzi.
You got the one.
Okay, all right. Lee has a point. Well done. You're on the board.
You know, speaking
Very
of,
good.
hold on, real
Okay.
quick. Travis Scott, you know how isn't he the one that's with the Kardashian girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so she just bought a house in California somewhere, Morgan. I don't know where.
Okay.
I think LA somewhere. She bought, because she's like the youngest billionaire. This is Kylie Jenner.
Oh, okay.
She's the youngest billionaire. She just bought a $36 million compound somewhere in like Beverly Hills or something. And they had an aerial of it the other day on the internet.
Yeah.
There's a pickleball court there's a pickleball court.
Snap. Okay.
I know.
I've just found my new favorite
Sorry,
client.
I just had to throw that. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. You got to get some private lessons with her in her private compound.
Maybe we should give you like a Bentley or something.
Maybe. I'll have my people talk to their people and they'll do lunch. Good plan. All right, I'm onto it.
Sorry for digressing.
It's okay. Not a problem. All right. So, Annalie, your next question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What is your mum's favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time?
No hits.
I have no idea.
You do if you would think about it. If you would think about it. Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. That would have been
Christmas
the last
Vacation.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I would.
We watch it like
We watch it every Christmas, but I thought it was because of Dad.
no. All right, yay. No point for you.
They're hard.
All right, no point for you. All right, over to Lee. What is something Annalie wishes that she was able to do?
Gosh, you can do almost everything.
That's a tough one.
I have two guesses. I'm going to go with one that stems from your younger childhood.
Okay.
Being able to do a back handspring.
Okay.
It's become a professional TikToker.
Oh, that was my other guess. Darn it.
Unfortunately, no points for you there. Oh, well.
Oh, man.
You're looking great right now.
I know. I told you I was going to lose this one.
Okay, Annalie, your next question. Who is your mum's favorite band of all time?
You won't know this, I don't think. Maybe.
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas? I didn't know.
Okay, let's see.
You guessed and you were wrong, so you lose.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Hi?
No.
Okay.
Good guess, though.
Who was it?
Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews Band. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I actually did know that. I didn't know that.
So as it stands, Annalie, you have 1.5 points, and Lee, you have 1 point.
I need to get this one.
All right. You need to get this one. Okay, Lee, who is Annalie's favorite TikToker?
Okay, there's a couple.
I know one.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna need to.
I'm gonna
let's
get.
give you two guesses.
Okay. this girl, Addison Ray. No? And then there's this boy, but I don't know his name, so I can't guess it.
Well,
it's this boy that I think she has a TikTok crush on him.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, just say it.
Mark somebody.
Mark, yeah.
Mark somebody, though. I don't know.
Mark Anastasio.
Mark Anastasio is Annalie's TikTok crush.
I see. Okay, well, unfortunately, I can't really give you a point for that one.
All right. But wait, do I get a half a point?
Yeah, she gets a half a point.
Okay, yes. No, that's true. That's true. We did give away half points. This is the first time we've ever done half points. But,
yes. We're all tied up, my friend.
So this is the last question.
Annalie, this is the last question. Where did Stephen propose to your mum?
At a hotel.
Wow, she knew it.
Oh, I even know the story.
Okay, so she knew it.
She knew it. So it was a hotel in Scotland. Is that what I heard?
No. No. The Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, the Ritz-Carlton. Okay, not bad. Go, Stephen.
I know, right?
All right. So she's picked up a point there. Very impressive.
Know.
All right. This is it for you, Lee. If you need to get this one right just to tie the scores. If you get it wrong, unfortunately, it's a victory for Young Blood.
All right.
All right. What is something about you that always makes Annalie laugh?
Oh my gosh. I have absolutely no clue. Something about me that makes you watching me attempt a TikTok.
Do you want a hint? I'll give you a hint. Meal Pop does the exact same thing.
I have absolutely no clue. I don't know. I give up.
Okay, well, it looks like I won, but I'll tell you what. So you'll be talking to her, right? And she'll just start thinking in her head, and she'll get this smirk on her face, like she knows something that you don't. And she'll keep it in her head for like 5 seconds, and then she'll finally tell you. But it always makes me laugh when I see you do that.
Oh.
You know you're likely to end up doing the exact same thing, Annalie. So hopefully you will make yourself laugh as well.
Yes, like mother, like daughter.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, we have Annalie 2.5 points and Lee 1.5 points. So our victor, Annalie Waters, congratulations. This could be.
Yay, and the crowd roars.
The crowd goes absolutely bananas. Well done. I'm just so proud of you. And I feel like the Nationals sort of pales in comparison to this kind of achievement.
I know. Are you going to take your victory lap like I did after Nationals?
You could make me dinner tonight, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Well, ladies, this has been an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Did you have fun?
Thank you for having us. We did. We had a lot of laughs, which are much needed during these crazy times.
Yeah.
So thank you for having us.
You are very welcome. Let's do it again sometime. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. Well, you two stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll see you on the court soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Morgan. Bye.
All right. You're very welcome. Take care, guys. Cheers. This podcast, as always, is powered by Selkirk.
Where do you put these on, your podcast? Like, where do you go to watch it, hear it?
It'll be on pickleball.fm or pb.fm. There's a Morgan Evans, more or less, Pickleball Facebook page as well, and they all get posted there. So that's where you can see them.
Cool.
All right. Well, have fun. Stay out of trouble. Speak soon.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
All right. Sounds good.
Cheers.
Thanks, Morgan.
Bye.
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 See ya. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
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 Are you sure Pickleball Central's in Seattle?